Lovelies, you're welcome back to my channel. Yes guys, on today's video I am going to present this to you guys, a recent fact sheet. I was published on the 23rd of May 2024. We already know what has been going on with the UK immigration system. Late last year till now, there have been so many proposed changes that actually came to effect. You know, UK government has been doing all they can to make sure that they cut down the net migration rate of the country. I'll be reading out this directly from UK government's website. So please stay with me, do not go anywhere, and I'll be seeing you shortly. I know you got all dressed up for the club. Yeah, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Blessing and Mozuzo of Blessed Blessing channel. So guys, just a quick one. On today's video, I am going to present this from the UK government website, Reducing Net Migration Fact Sheet May 2024. The UK has experienced high levels of immigration in recent years. Last year resulted in over 95,000 people immigrating into the UK through our various schemes for those seeking sanctuary. Recent rises are also the result of more students and care workers, including their dependents, coming to the UK. The government made a commitment to bring numbers down, and this year brought into force a series of measures which would mean approximately 300,000 who came to the UK last year would now not be able to. The largest ever reduction in legal migration. The latest official estimates from the Office for National Statistics indicates that net migration in the year ending December 2023 stood at 685,000 compared with an update estimate of 764,000 for the year ending 2022. They are trying to compare the 2 years, 2022 and 2023. This latest estimate does not take into account any of the government's policy reforms, which have since come into force throughout early 2024. The latest show: 1. Visa applications across key routes affected by the policy changes: skilled worker, health and care, and study visa. So it's these 3 visa types that they have so many people coming in to the UK to do. Okay, fell by 25% in the first 4 months of 2024 compared with the same period last year. Student dependent visa application are down 79% in the first 4 months of 2024 compared with the same period last year, following the restriction on most postgraduate students bringing dependents with them. Health and care dependent applications are down 58% in the first full month since restrictions were placed on care workers to bring dependents with them, from 15,100 in April 2023 to 6,400 in April 2024. Reforms to reduce legal migration. Policy reforms that the government has brought into place from the start of this year include: 1. 1st January, restricted most overseas students from bringing family members to the UK. 11 March, restricted care workers and senior care workers from bringing dependents with them and require all care providers sponsoring migrants to register with Care Quality Commission. Guys, I am going to make some emphasis on this because I have seen this particular updates that has been flying, that UK government has lifted the ban, on international care workers from coming over to the UK with their dependents. Guys, please disregard that. People are misinterpreting that clause. This publication was just done few days ago, this month in May. So if that publication was true, they will not still include this here. Okay, I continue. 4th April, increase the general salary threshold for those arriving on skilled worker visa by 48% from £26,200 to £38,700. 4 April, that's on the 4th of April, replaced the shortage occupation list with a new immigration salary list and abolished the 20% going rate discount so that employers can no longer pay migrants less than UK workers in shortage occupations. Then on the 11th of April, increase in the minimum income requirements to sponsor someone for a family visa by 55%, from £18,600 to £29,000 by early 2025. This will have increased 2 more times, raising to £38,700. Then lastly, 23rd May, responded to the Mark's rapid review on graduate routes, unveiling action to regulate the recruitment of international students. So guys, we already know what happened with this graduate route, like I said on my previous video, if I'm talking about this video. Okay, so yes, on students, that's on student visa, it says student visas and graduate routes from courses starting on the 1st January, international students have been restricted from bringing family members aside from those taking postgraduate research courses and those with government-funded scholarships. The UK's world leading universities attract some of the best students from around the world to the UK, but we have seen a surge into the number of dependent accompanying students. The government has introduced policy reforms in an attempt to limit the number of students arrivals. Okay, in the first 4 months of the year, dependent applications have fallen by 79%, with more than 30,000 fewer applications compared to the same period last year. The changes first announced last May have also stopped people from using the student visa as a route to work in the UK by removing the right for students to switch into work visa route before they complete their studies. In March, the government commissioned the Migration Advisory Committee, MAC, to conduct a rapid review of the graduate route. The government has accepted MAC's recommendations and has announced a series of measures to tackle abuse and crack down on any misuse of student visa. This includes 1, listen very well, mandating all higher education institutions who recruit international students to work within a framework for best practice, regularizing the work of international education agents. The government will stamp out the business model of agents who repeatedly encourage non-genuine students to apply for UK universities. Guys, so they want to tackle all those agents. Tougher compliance standard for institutions recruiting students from overseas. Those who accept international students who then fail to pass our visa checks, enroll or complete their courses would face losing their sponsor license. Raising financial maintenance requirements in line with domestic maintenance loan. So international students can prove their financial self-sufficiency. Review English language assessment with the objective of standardizing independent assessment. Students cannot learn if they do not understand their course materials. Lastly, ensuring all overseas students are doing predominantly face-to-face course with restriction on remote delivery. So guys, these are the measures that the government has put in place to crack down net migration rates regarding student visa. That's student visa and postgraduate visa. It continued. Is the government committed to its international education strategy and international students? 1, the government is not stopping international students from studying here, but has taken action to address the rise in the number of dependent accompanying international students. These measures are being taken to curb fraudulent activities, ensures only genuine students enters the visa system, and hold institutions accountable for their recruitment process. The UK government's international education strategy commits to hosting at least 600,000 international students in the UK per year by 2030, and the government has already met this ambition. Guys, are we saying this? So, what this means is that before now, they actually had a target. The UK government had a target of 600,000 international students between then and year 2030. This is just 2024. So they are trying to say that they have already accomplished the number of students that they needed to to have. Okay, that is why they had to bring out some of these measures to cut down the rate of international students coming to the UK. How is the government stopping universities? The government continues to provide financial support of £6 billion per year to the higher education sector, plus more than £10 billion per year in tuition fee loans. The government actually plan giving university £6 million per year to support the education sector. That's each university will get support from the government to the tune of 6 billion. On top of that, okay, they will be granting up to £10 billion loan, tuition fee loan, to support students that wants to study. Universities are independent from government, and it is for them to decide on how best to manage their finances. Along with the Office for Students, the government will continue to monitor financial sustainability in the sector closely. Why haven't you closed the graduate routes? Guys, this is it. The Migration Advisory Committee, MAC, found no substantive evidence of abuse within the graduate route. It didn't warn about the potential for International Education Agency, IEAs, to generate compliance risk in the system. The government will keep the graduate route in its current form, subject to further review. When will new measures announced in May take effect? The government will implement these changes in due course. The new sponsorship standard will be in place for the start of the new academic year in September, and the new financial requirement for international students will be announced this summer. Will these new measures affect universities in the nation? Home Office sponsorship and compliance requirements apply to all universities who sponsor international students in the UK. So I could actually go on, telling us about this, but the truth is that it's a large document. I will drop the link on the description box of this video, so you can as well go there, read, digest the information yourself. Okay, but with what I can get from here, they actually have some restrictions coming in, or some measures to still cut down net migration rate of the country. Some of them may likely affect new students, but it's a good thing that some students that are still here in the UK, may not be affected by this, according to the way it is from the source. Okay, those are the things that they actually plan doing. So I just feel it's necessary for me to bring this to you guys. Please, nobody should attack me. I'm not the one that wrote this. Okay, I feel that it's necessary for me to let you guys know what is happening. Like I said, this is not to create any form of panic. Please do not panic. So that is it. Please share this video, like this video, and I will be seeing you on my next one. Thank you. Bye.